So with us is Mr. Mandar. So to start with, my first question to you is, can India leverage Gen AI to address societal challenges and derive inclusive growth?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I think India is very poised, and even if it's at a nascent stage, India can actually address societal issues. So just to talk about what we've done. So since we're an Indian legal tech company, we're building AI applications to address legal issues. So we launched a first product called LawBot Pro, which has now helped over 330,000 citizens of India answer their legal questions. So just to tell you about a very random story, I've gotten calls at the middle of the night. I've gotten calls from Assam. I mean, I've never been there. So to understand what impact my application has had, I don't think I can quantify that. And I've seen people use it all the time. We've had signups at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So the societal issues, what something we've challenged and seen, which has been very well adopted by 3 lakh citizens, and I think 15 million people have seen the reels made on Lawbot. That is that if there is access to legal informative aid, it was not prevalent in all of the regions of India. And now, since we've made Lawbot Pro and since it's helped a lot of citizens, we've seen that issue of informative aid has been solved. There is a big market for it. I mean, a big societal issue that a person does not know what to do. They do not know about their legal rights. So what can they do, and what the legal remedies are, what the legal rights are? That's what Lawbot Pro has told, 330,000 citizens, and even people from the remotest villages of UP are using Lawbot Pro. They're calling us asking, okay, we have a matter for land which costs only rupees 10,000. So who will he go to? Well, if he goes to a lawyer, he will always charge for consultation. I mean, it's our job. We have to charge money. But then essentially what AI is doing is it's solving this societal issue at any time of the day or night. Very quick, it's instantaneous, and you don't have to, search for 10, 12 different places to get the answer. It's at just one place. And thirdly, it's being well received by a lot of people. So I just see a huge potential in India to address societal issues with the use of AI.
So my next question is, what are the potential opportunities and challenges that Gen AI presents in terms of innovation, entrepreneurship, and workforce development?
Well, I feel that Gen AI poses a lot of capabilities, and I'm actually a music producer as well. So I have 1 billion plays on my music. I'm signed to one of the biggest labels, EDM labels in the world, called NCS, the same one which launched Alan Walker. So I've seen that Gen AI, for innovators like us, we are able to harness a lot of technology in a very short period of time. A lot of these competitors like ChatGPT, Claude, or other systems which are coming up like Mixtral, which are open sourced, they are helping us get a huge data set and helping us do what maybe 100 people would not have been able to build. And we are building that in a very short time and addressing a lot of real world issues. So talking about music, I used to make a lot of tracks. And how we do make tracks is that we use samples. Okay. Now samples have to get clearance. You must have seen the case in US of Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
So they claim that the melody or the jingle was a part of some other song.
Yeah.
So how can Gen AI solve that issue? If I create something, either it can alter it, or it can tell me, okay, no, this is some copyright issue and you cannot go ahead with this. Usually this task is with the labels, and then you have to pay a lot to get to the labels, or you're such a big person already. But music producers like ours will just get, copyright issues. So that's where I feel Gen AI is very helpful, and it's addressing a lot of issues that we're facing.
So my last question is, do you think Gen AI pose any threat to data privacy and security in India?
Yes, data privacy, and especially after the Indian Data Privacy Act, I think Gen AI poses a huge risk there, in the matter that a lot of sensitive data is in India. So while I was thinking about how to address that sensitive data and how to maybe use that to train a model. Now in India, a lot of people are scared of law enforcement agencies. But usually, if you think about where sensitive data is stored, the top thing comes into my mind is a medical college or, a hospital. But India mein bribery bahut chalti hai. That is the issue. Yeah. So if I say that I'm building a safeguarding for your sensitive data, then Gen AI, if it gets access to all of that data, it can, start posing very real world issues. And with the advent of AGI, where the AI can think on its own, how can you stop and how can you put safeguards on data privacy, which is flowing everywhere? Even copyrighted content is what the data sets have been trained on. So how do you solve that issue of data privacy? So right now, just to talk a bit more about GPT or Anthropic or anyone, since these are companies based in US and EU, they have very stringent laws there. And due to that, they have to maintain some sort of privacy. But in India, how do I know that my data is still safe? I'm still using APIs. I'm still abiding by what their terms and conditions are, but I still do not know if it's being used to train or not, and in how much manner it is sensitive data which is going to them. So, for example, Lawbot, if you ask about any case, if your car was hit by someone, you will say, my car, this number, at this time, my name is this was hit by a car like this at this place. So there is a lot of sensitive data there. So how do we address that? How do we remove that personally identifiable information and then process that? I think that poses a big issue, but also a big advantage for us to be able to treat a lot of issues due to the availability of large data sets.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Of course.